Greetings everyone and welcome back to Stellaris and of course to the Lost Moon Unification. Alright, in the last episode we unlocked a new ship type and are currently looking into constructing some of them, though we have only a few months until we could upgrade its firepower by a reasonable amount. The cruiser that we have designed is the Bone Dragon cruiser and does have point defense and currently is equipped with a scout wing. I would like to see if we can't do a little bit better than that, though I am starting to get a little bit concerned about the fact that all we have are weapons that effectively have a hard counter to them, which yeah, is not exactly the best thing in the universe. Now, what else are we currently working on? We have got construction ships presently building a number of installations there. We have you. What are you headed to at the moment? You are going where? Moving. But where are you moving to? This is a most important question. Oh, whatever it is, I want some new things built. So, first and foremost, let's see. I really don't think it would be bad if we got a got some research set up in there. So go ahead, get some research going. Now then, whilst everything is just pootering along, let's go ahead and have a look at some of the information that we have available to us at the moment. Specifically, I wouldn't mind actually checking out our planets a little bit better. Now, currently, we've got a new species in the Empire. That is going to be particularly nice. We're also currently...
Acquisition successful.
There we go. We've got a new research, and it is the colony development speed. That's quite nice. Right. We could improve our point defense. We could increase our scanners, get better shields, or even get advanced combat roles, so a better computer. Let's have a quick look. Chance to evade, also speed, chance to evade, tracking, and for the cruisers, fire rate. Might not be a terrible one to go for that, but I am starting to feel that perhaps we should improve our sensors a little bit. The deflectors are pretty tempting as well, but I think we're going to be going for sensors for now. Do we have any other scientists who could help us out there? Erasmus, no, not available. Let's actually just check. Do we have any scientists around? No, not particularly. Oh, that's fine then. We'll just go with what we've got, and that's going to be 9 months. So it'll be finished actually fairly soon as far as things go. We are, of course, building up a reasonable amount of minerals. Fantastic. Always good news, that one. Right. We've got the plastic leviathans moving through the system. We've got space whale, again, plastic leviathans. We do seem to have lost our clouds, which is something of a pain because we've got a mission to kill them. Right, we have finished the construction queue down here. Marvelous. Go ahead and... I'm not sure that we really need to upgrade that particular facility. Now, we can go for the Biolab 2, Battle Simulators, the Grand Fleet. The module, Ship Modifier. Fire rate plus 5%. Chance to hit plus 3. Tracking plus 3. Ooh, that would not be bad at all. The module does cost a lot, but ships made by that factory would be amazing. Or we could go for atmospheric manipulation. Somewhat tempted. I'll be honest with you. I am somewhat tempted to go for this simply so that we could terraform worlds and remove all tile blockers on them. But no, I don't think so. It's between the Biolab and the interstellar fleet traditions. I think we're going to be going with this, and also the Grand Fleet. Costs 1.76 each month, but will give us 35% more naval capacity. Ships will repair 15% faster, and they will cost significantly less to upgrade. Not as useful as the battle simulators. I feel we've got 2 months on this, and then we're going to start putting quite a few cruisers into production. Now, where be you, and what be you doing? you be not doing what I would like, actually. Okay, well, let's get you... Well, actually... No, not cancel that. Belay those orders. Survey the system first. Then you can go ahead... are there any other systems around? Actually, there are a couple. And... then we can go ahead and check this one out as well. Yeah, we've got a few around here that beg for some investigations. There we go. Also check you out since you actually have a habitable planet there. Might as well. There we are. That should keep you busy for a little while. And the next 2 months should pass fairly quickly. Well done. Any more ships needing things? Okay. Sure, the blazing fires of Vilith 1 might be throwing our senses off, but we are picking up readings out of the ordinary. Very well. Crack on, please. Now, there we go. That is what we wanted. We could go all the way for battleships at this point. And that is not really a bad thing. Mass drivers would give us a different sort of weapon, and I am concerned about that. However... getting up to battleships would be a big boost for us. Takes a long time to get there, though. But Erasmus is the right scientist for the job. 65 months, oh my lord. Okay, enjoy yourself, Erasmus. That's going to take a while. But with that, let's go ahead and check on our fleets. We've currently got the scout wing. I think we could either go for fighters or bombers. Bombers would be much more dangerous to other larger ships, I would imagine. So, yeah, we're going to go with the bombers. Let's get you set up. And this should more or less be fine. We can set it up to autocomplete, can we? No, we want to change that then. Let's please allow me to change it. Bomber wing. There we go. Oh, of course, yes. The bomber wing is going to take a little bit more power. That's a bit of a shame. Well, I'm afraid we're going to have to lose one of the medium shields then in order to get a little bit of extra wallop in there. We'll just save that as... it's not a big enough of a design change. Honestly, it's barely a design change at all, but we'll name it the Bone Dragon too, regardless. There we are, and then that one can be gone. There we go. Alright then, Bone Dragon, it's time to get a couple of your ships into production. Now, the question begs, how long? 11 months. It's too long. We do need to get these ships being constructed right about now. So go ahead. We'll get not that many Bone Dragons, to be perfectly honest. Only 3. It's a little bit sad, really. Let's go back and check on our planets again as well. And some pause it, of course. Now, ooh, one of our scientists just got a level up. Well done, Pyro. You're actually getting quite a lot of levels, actually. I'm reasonably happy with that. We have finished the construction on Research Station. Alright, I think it's now getting to the point where we absolutely have to start moving out. Though, that being said, wow, so many things on there. Yes? Can we not build a bunch of stuff there? It seems that's going to be within our reach shortly. So sure, go ahead and pop down there. But I'm definitely starting to think that we need to start pushing out against these systems pretty soon, actually. Have we got a free scientist right now? Not really. I wouldn't mind knowing what was up there, but I'm fairly certain that as soon as... Ooh, lights out in the mines. We have found an old mining station around the planet Vilith 1, drifting in orbit. It was surely used to mine the planet of its resources, but by whom remains a mystery. The technology within the station is very close to our own. We should be able to take hold of the station and have it up and running in no time, or we could always scrap it. Where is this planet? Is it within our borders already? Yes, okay, take control of the station. I see no reason not to. There we are. There we are, that's perfect. Okay. Get that happening. Do I need to do something there? Situation log? No, we don't need to do anything there. That's grand. Okay, our population is continuing to expand, which is very nice. Can we now get this built up? Or are you still going to say, that's annoying. It's showing me that it is within my grasp. You scallywag, you. Okay, well, just go and orbit the nearest then. That's fine. However, it is high time we get over here and actually build a frontier outpost. We want these systems to be our own. Let's get a move on then. There's quite a few over there that I wouldn't mind taking as well. How far are we away from a tradition right now? Let me unpause. Oops, that was the music. We are only 33 months away from finishing Supremacy, which I'm quite eager for, as you can well imagine. Well done. I think we've got... Oh, we've already got the sciences. We can reveal a new strategic resource. Small concentration of this gas have been shown to significantly strengthen the integrity of energy force shields. Might be useful. Alternatively, we could go for a cold fusion reactor. That would allow us to fit more components onto our ships. I think it's going to be... Well, would just having this resource affect all of our ships, or would I need to build a new module? You know what? Let's grab that and find out, shall we? I think that seems to be fairly wise. Now, again, back to planets and sectors. I really would like to get our second largest planet an upgrade to its spaceport. Let's take these as far as we can take them. Yeah, 6 is currently out of our reach, but if I can get Midos up to speed, and I can have Midos help with the construction of fleets. Even now, we can build plenty of corvettes, and that might be worth doing. Sure, go ahead and get me 2 Rocinante. They, in fact, keep going with the Rocinante. Just build lots and lots and lots of them. We are actually generating quite a lot of resources at a reasonable rate. It could always be improved, certainly, but for now, fairly happy with what we've got going there.
Technological acquisition successful.
There we go. And battle simulators the Grand Fleet. Marvelous. Now what are we going to look at? Ship upgrade costs, army upkeep. We could get something that would increase food output. Don't really care for that. Core sector increase. Don't care for that one particularly. But increasing our leader lifespan wouldn't be a big problem. And it would unlock further possibilities, such as being able to modify our... Oh, wow, that's expensive. Modify our cybernetic populations complete. A little bit. There
System survey complete.
Fantastic. Absolutely wonderful. Scientist has leveled up as well. However, my science ship is no longer busy, and that just cannot be allowed. Go ahead and have a quick look at these systems for me. That one is off limits for now, but go ahead and check these ones out at the very least. There we are, that should do. I think his art is already going to be scanned in the relatively near future. You have been sat there for over long. Go ahead and get some more mining stations up and running, please. Ooh, fantastic. Get a lot of mining stations there. In fact, also research stations. Crack on, please. We're bringing more and more territory under our control, which is grand. However, I'm going to pause. Well, actually, I'm going to slow the game down there. And we are going to have a quick glance over our planet. It's been a little while. As much that we can upgrade? No, not particularly. It is a shame that this world doesn't produce much Unity. I mean, I say much. It doesn't produce as much as some of my other planets, basically. Well, there's no point in getting these set up just yet. I think we're fine there. Moravia, we are expanding at a reasonable rate. Sure, go ahead and clear these out if you would be so kind. Just keep that place busy. Ooh, wait. I spy with my little eye. I should have worked on that one first then, shouldn't I? That's a bit of a shame. This is an energy nexus. It's not exactly a unit assembly plant. Well, I suppose it's not actually a problem if I drop down. Let's see. We could go with a power plant.
Construction complete.
Energy would be nice. We could do with a little bit more of it. And also, I'm going to place down a mine over here. How much does this planet produce mineral-wise? Not actually that much. So there's not much point in getting a mineral processing plant, I wouldn't say. Unless this does... Oh, actually, it does produce 2. Whereas a basic mineral network also produces 2, but it can be upgraded. Or perhaps later at the very least. It's a reasonable one. Actually, let me cancel that build. Yeah, we'll cancel that because we can put the energy down here instead. That immediately makes more sense. So let's get some energy going there. But sure, we can go ahead and set up some more mining to be done. So, alright, get a mineral processing plant going there. Now, let's have a quick look. 1 month left on the newest of the resources. And let's check on Aavak. We should be able to upgrade. Yeah, we go. Battle simulators. Marvelous. And with that, let's check on Midos. Excellent. We'll get battle simulators and destroyer assembly installed there. And yeah, I think Midos should probably produce couple of more ships. Well, actually, we could hold off on that a little bit and continue just to build up the fleet as we have it. Right, what are we going to go for here? Ooh, okay, the observatory. Planet sensor range, physics out. Ooh, okay, now that is very tempting. Yes, let's get that one going. I think that makes a lot more sense because that will reserve the final slot on our shipyards. Or in fact, we can remove other components. For example, if a place is no longer producing many corvettes, I can take that away. Currently, Aavak is the main producer of my ships, whereas perhaps I could set up Midos to be doing that. Yeah, I think that might not be a bad idea. We can move the destroyers and corvette assembly over to Midos. That would free up Aavak to have a couple of extra things.
Complete.
Okay, they are actually properly starting to expand now. That is not something I really want them to do. I'll be honest with you, not a huge fan. Very, very not a fan. Gonna have to try and push back a lot here. We could use this though. Let's have a quick look. Have a look at their fleet. Their fleet is equivalent. Close borders, yeah, that's going to get worse, by the way. You're really not going to like where this is going. I wouldn't mind grabbing stuff out here. This whole nebula is nice. That might be worth going for. And we can always claim them a little bit later on then. If we can get down there sooner rather than later, then there's a lot of resources over there I want to take. Alternatively, we could just take it off them. The surface of this asteroid is littered with metallic debris. Most of it appears to originate from starships of many different designs. Very well. Go ahead and research that for me, please. But yes, back to checking on our planets. I really do feel that our planets need to have a proper once-over. A lot of them, they're developing, at the very least. I wouldn't mind transferring some of the populations that we have. Let's go and find... Where are you? Nope. Let me just have a look. We have got Neon and L-Train. Is that right? Yes, it is. Okay, yes, let's get some species resettled. Simply so that we've got more pops that can actually breed on these planets. I think it would actually be quite useful. Unemployed, that is fine. Sure, we'll get another one over here as well. Resettle. I mean, the one issue with these pops is they're not particularly useful. So maybe I should really reserve that for only planets which have a lot of space to colonize. Yeah, let's keep it to that then. Grab one of you, move you over. Already got Dapplings expanding there. Ooh. The asteroid was evidently used as a junkyard by someone at some point in the distant past. All manner of discarded machinery and metallic refuse has been deposited inside the asteroid's weak gravity well, being slowly pulled into the jumbled debris that now covers the surface. There is nothing of particular value to be found here, but a lot of metal. Oh, okay, well, that's fine. There we are. That's another one moved across, though. I would actually also like to move...
Anomalous surface variable detected.
Okay, an ancient orbital shipyard drifts in silence above this world. It has suffered significant battle damage, and the entire section of the facility are missing. Go ahead. Wow, so many. Weak distress signal originates from the superheated surface of Pudanus 1. By all means, have a quick look. Right. Wouldn't mind getting you over here. Go ahead, resettle the pop. There we are. Hey, wait. Why have you not moved? Oh. Well, now I can't afford it. Well, that's just bloody great.
Construction
There
complete.
we go. There we are. Now you can both help out. Right. Unemployment, yes, I know. Inactive buildings also, I know. We can simply move someone down there. I wonder who's the better that you are. But minerals are more important to me at this exact moment in time. So I'll actually have you help out there. But you can go ahead and move down. Get this off the ground for now. I think things are looking okay there. Plumberopolis can do with an upgrade though. That will unlock a couple of things worth us unlocking. What is on this tile exactly? Well, it's more than likely physics. And physics could definitely do with the boost, so go ahead. I'll get that upgraded as well. And I'm just going to allow them to continue developing that planet as and where we can. Let's go for the tiles that actually have something we want to get to. Let's get that one cleared. Deep scans from the USS Heart of Gold seem to have triggered some kind of cascading power failure in the ancient shipyard orbiting Athena 7. It blew up in a spectacular explosion, according to the science offer Research Bot 2. That is a bit of a shame. Oh well. Intercepting the distress signal, the USS Voidwalker sent a probe down to the volatile surface of Pudanus 1. It seems an unregistered freighter recently crashed on the planet. Whatever it was carrying has been reduced to ash and sludge, but some data from the navigation computer can be recovered and survey data from the system reconstructed. Okay. That's not too bad, actually. Okay, that's good enough there. Now, Wolf. Wolf has got a lot of things that I want to clear out.
Planetary alert.
Let's get
Tile blocker
all of
expired.
these exposed.
Construction
Right.
complete.
Let's have a look then. Leader lifespan, plus 10. Also, Envis is now max level, I believe. I don't think Envis can get any higher level currently. Right, we go for the Biolab 2. We could increase habitability, doesn't matter. Nor does this. But having more strategic resources is not necessarily a bad thing. Biolab 2. Yeah, I think that's probably the better one there. Let's go ahead and get Biolab 2 going. Now, let me just have a quick look. Strategic resources. How many do we have? Only one. That is a bit of a shame. Are there any planets in the expansion planner that have strategic resources available to them? There are. Okay, let's have a look at you. Okay, well, I mean, that's good, certainly. What about you? It's not a terrible idea. But those are the only two that we're aware of. That is quite frustrating. Very well. It's a Gaia world as well. Yes, we're not going there. They'll kill us for it. But they would not be welcoming to our advances. No. Alright, I'm really quite tempted to get down there and start taking this, but that being said, I think it may actually soon be time for us to go to war. And by soon, I really do mean soon. We're going to need to get another Bone Dragon up and running. Our fleet's power is getting reasonably high, but I'm quite concerned about what will happen.
Technological
here.
acquisition successful.
Right, fantastic. The observatory is now ours. Do we want to go for advanced combat roles?
Anomalous
Better
surface
scanners?
variable detected.
We briefly detected an unusual energy recording emanating from this planet. It might have been a glitch in our system, or it could be a sign of something more. Go ahead and research it. I think I would prefer to get better energy for the time being. And Deus has leveled up as well. Very nice, very nice. Now, we do need this exposed. I'm afraid that... Yeah, I'm going to be replacing this with an observatory. We're no longer going to be having
Planetary alert. Tile blocker
corvettes
expired.
made at Avakis. Instead, we'll get the observatory there. That does mean that Miros, I do want you to get a couple more things set up. I would like... Ooh. While approaching Regalius 3, the USS Voidwalker suddenly received a glancing hit by several passing mass driver rounds. The projectiles were billions of years old. Those bloody people in the next galaxy over. My goodness. They need to be taught to aim. We will get battle simulators and an
Construction
observatory up. And ooh,
Systems
there we go.
complete.
Now we're talking. We have got ourselves the final part of supremacy. Now, this is going to increase fire rate by 15%. And we'll get an ascension perk. Ah, good times. Good times these are. Very well. Let us look then. We've got a lot of things open to us because we've already got 2 ascension perks now. We can go with World Shaper. We would get atmospheric manipulation. Terraforming speed would be added. Terraforming cost would be down. Not super big on that. Galactic force projection. Increased naval capacity. Defender of the Galaxy would improve people's opinion of us and also increase our damage to endgame crises. Maybe later. Pushing our border range out would be very nice. Interstellar Dominion there. Galactic Contender. Damage to fallen empires and damage to awakened empires. So we're in no position to even make use of that kind of thing. Technological Ascendancy. Increased research speed. Obviously, very, very good. Shared Destiny. Subject Integration Influence Cost. Nah. And then Synthetic Age. Machine Modification Points +2. Now that is tempting, but it's got to be Technological Ascendancy, I think. There we are. Now we need to pick what we're going to be going to next. Well, in the next 50 months, I suppose. Alright, there we go. Let's get rid of all of that. Wolf. Ooh. Following a long period of growing support for their Path to Victory committee, the Irenic Quivirian Confederacy has finally embraced the faction, adopting their core values and policies. As a result, bringing this faction into their government, they have become more outwardly militaristic. Oh, okay, well, that's interesting. Colossal impact crater hints that something big collided with the surface of this planet once. Very well. Go ahead and research it, please. Now, Wolf. What are things doing? Oh, there we go. We can upgrade this building. Marvelous. I really, really need to get a better handle on all of this. Oh, that's fantastic. We can get a couple of them upgraded. Let's get that upgraded straight away, actually. Now, you're going to be moving up. Well, actually, you're going to be moving up. Well, there's a little bit of a weird one there. There's lots of places you can go. Oh, look at this. Oh, how I am glad to see all of this. Our Unity should go up quite dramatically here. Let's get everything upgraded. Now, then. This one actually seems fairly neutral, really. I'm going to say go for, apparently, a warp impact. A massive crater on Sikon 3 appears to be the result of a collision with the starship. From the size of the crater, we suspect that a ship traveling at full warp rammed the planet for reasons unknown roughly 10,000 years ago. The USS Heart of Gold has picked up residual subspace echoes near the crash site, reminiscent of a collapsed warp field. But as a ship itself disintegrated on impact, the theory cannot be verified. Either way, get a bunch of research. But I'm going to go for... We're going to have to keep pumping physics, I think. Our physics is really behind everything else, and we want to try and lift that up. Alright, let's pause things for a second so I can just catch up on what I'm looking at. There we go, we'll get that upgraded. And yes, I would not mind taking that a little bit higher. That being said... That is already a really nice research point. So let's compound it a little bit more. Let's have a look. What is our current research? Actually, our engineering research output on this planet is pretty low. So sure, we'll go with an engineering facility. That would necessitate us bringing in... Yeah, I quite like that. But we'll take this one up to a biolab. But I would very much like resettling... one of our populations from Morovia. Let's bring you along. What do we need the least? Probably that tiny little bit of energy there. I would like you to resettle, please. There we go. And with that, let me head back. We will have you on this location. That should be a little bit better for you. You can head down there and start working on some more power, probably. Wolf, things seem reasonable. Says Tazri Prime does seem fairly solid at the moment, and L-Train. Well, Tazri Prime, fairly certain, needs a new name. as it happens, I just realized, okay, well, let's scroll to our name list. Let's see. There we go. Right, planet names. So, Tazri Prime. You shall no longer be Tazri Prime. You will instead be Sparta. Oh, okay, this is where we're going to be training our military forces, I guess. And Tazri itself shall be renamed to Gentoo. I approve of these suggested names. Truly I do. They are marvelously fitting. Alright, so Sparta has joined the Unity. Marvellous. Let's actually have a proper look at the surface, though. It is hopelessly underdeveloped. Hopelessly underdeveloped. Let's get you over there. Do you actually work well at all? You don't work particularly well. It would be better to have a dappling working there. You can instead pop down there. I would like to open this up, perhaps. Yeah, let's get these cleared. But we are going to need to build a... Oh. Can we not? No, we cannot. Well, that is a little bit frustrating. Very well. But let's get the basics down. A spare parts depot and an uplink node. Please and thank you. I'll move our developing pops onto those tiles. You can move down here. Is there anything I would like to build down here? Well, I really shouldn't. I really shouldn't, actually, because we're paying upkeep on it whether people are working it or not. And you guys are just sat there like, what's going to happen here? We've got some ancient building there, a primitive factory that we will very soon develop. Let's just get our working forces onto various areas and start the process of building these. So we want... oh, we simply need to require some administrative array. Alright. Well, let's find where we're most likely... I think this is probably the best place to build a deployment post. You can go and... Oh, actually, let's get you down there. Following that... Possibly an uplink node down here? Yeah, that'll do. Okay. Alright then.
Systems
Wait a second.
complete.
Ruby Guardians. Yeah, it's probably still going to be really, really nasty to fight. We could send our fleet as is over there and just take a couple of chunks out of them, but I think it would probably be better for us to go toward a war. Neon is going to be on its own. Let's be honest. Unless we swing through here. Because this place is likely underdeveloped compared to the other locations. Do we want to have a single fleet, though? That's the question. Can we afford to have a single large defense fleet? I'm not entirely sold on that idea. We could head in here, though, and start developing these mines. Only... Why not? There we go. Research station.
System survey complete.
Through hard work and experience, scientist Joshua has developed a new skill. Very well. I'll have a look at that. You have developed expertise military theory. Oh, very nice. Very nice indeed. You can't build there. That is exceedingly disappointing. I wonder why.
Technological acquisition successful.
There we go. Let's have a look. Biolab 2. Marvelous. Growth speed plus 10. Not huge on that. Energy storage capacity. Atmospheric manipulation. Not huge on that one either. Embodied dynamism. Empire leader capacity plus 2. Leader recruitment cost minus 20%. And max influence from factions plus 1. It's not huge. This technology will lead to further advancements in the biological enhancement and adaptation. Maybe we'll pursue this path then just to drive that one forward a little bit further. Is there any new planets within our reach? Doesn't seem it, honestly. We could head up there and just work on the mining installations, I guess. Okay, I think we've dallied long enough. It is time for us to consider very, very strongly going to war. And to that end, we've got a chunk of energy there. 85 of the 93 ships that we can have. Where is Midos? Well, we've got quite a fleet here. I think we can probably afford to get a couple more built in, though. Another cruiser, I think.
Construction complete.
And then we're going to head out. Come on. 500 is just sitting there, taunting us.
Technological acquisition successful.
There we go. And new energy. Oh, well, in that case, we might need to get all of that sorted. We've detected some unusual energy readings emanating from this planet. It might have been a glitch in our system. I doubt it. Go ahead and have a look. Okay, we could pick up lasers. Ignores 50% of armor, but is less damaging to shields. Later on, we'd be able to get some nicer weapons. Okay, well, let's grab it, just so that we've got some variance, because I've been saying it for long enough now. We actually need that. We could wait 7 months to get the battleships as well. It's always something, isn't it? All right, let's have a quick look. Are you going to be auto-upgraded? Yes, you have been. Marvellous. Let's have a look at everything. We've got a lot of spare power now. An awful lot of spare power, actually. Could we afford to dump one of those? No. Never mind then. Shame. This one, yeah, exactly the same situation. However, here we've got a lot of power. We possibly can. Now, we can definitely get rid of that one. Not quite there, though. Still, having that extra bit of energy. Excess power is given a plus 3% to evasion, 3% to combat speed, 3% to damage. Let's actually swap those around and see if we can pull that off. This gives me 100 shields versus 80. Well, I mean, you know, it's hard to argue with that. Sure, let's get that set up. We'll go ahead and save this as the Kraken 3. Yeah. And goodbye to the Kraken 2. Next up, the Bone Dragon. Bone Dragon's got a lot of spare power now. And still actually a lot of spare power. How much are these producing? They're producing... okay. So no, we couldn't swap that one out, but still, that's not bad. That's giving us an extra 200 shields. Quite happy with that. Let's go ahead and save that design. And goodbye to the Bone Dragon 2. And with that, I think we're ready to get this fleet to upgrade. It's going to be costly. It'll take a bit of time to get all of that done. And that'll give us a little bit more time for the battleship to be ready. It would be very nice to go into war with a battleship with us.
Ship augmentations completed.
Marvellous. A microsingularity recently intersected Kiran 1, passing straight through the core and emerging on the other side of the planet. The encounter does not seem to have caused any permanent damage, but it has altered the energy output of the planetary core slightly in a way that defies our current scientific models. Further study may be warranted. Very nice. And how are our ships doing? Our constructors are kind of bored. They are not doing work. It looks like you should be able to, though. Receiving a weak signal from the surface of this moon. Go ahead and have a look at that. Get down here and possibly build some mining sections. Ah, fantastic. Marvellous. Let's get them going. There we go. Let's pause this up. Class 12 asteroid orbits this planet. A small planetoid orbit appears far too stable for its presence to be a natural occurrence. Go ahead and have a look into that then. Right, we've got lasers just in time, more than likely, for the development of our battleships. Ooh. Now you're talking. I'd like this, I really would. The blue laser, a little bit more powerful. Could also get antimatter power. But the wormhole containment fields, yeah, go ahead and grab that. And of course, battleships are now unlocked. This is going to be pretty big for us. Now, we could get a Mineral Silo 3 and Mineral Processing Plant 2. That actually takes the minerals up to 20%. That's a pretty big improvement for us. Devastator torpedoes. Ceramo metal armor. Could get the engineering facility 3. Got quite a few. And defense stations can be unlocked at this point as well. Well, given that we're about to go into a war, we might have wanted to have gotten these earlier. But for now, I think we're actually going to grab an armor upgrade for our ships. But it is time for us to design a brand new vessel. The Galvanic Knight. Wow, what a name. What an awesome name. But no. Right, Battleship. Let's have a look at you. We've currently got intermediate combat computer. Weapons damage plus 5%. Got plasma thrusters, sublight speed plus 40, combat speed plus 40, transfer evade plus 6. And sensor range of 30. That's not terribly bad. Our evasion is only 5%. That doesn't surprise me too much, actually. Now then, we can have a hangar. We can go for much larger weapon systems. Or artillery, and have our battleships stand well back. Now, the thing with this is I'm not actually sure that we've got any large weapons of note. Let's have a quick look. Yeah, we really don't. This would do... Let's have a look. Average damage is 12.29. Yeah, ignores 50% of armor and plus 15% shield damage. Retargeting range is 30. Missiles, the fact that they can retarget is quite nice. But I think more weapon systems is better. We'll possibly go with a hangar bow though. There's also a hangar... Wow, okay. There's lots. We could set this one up as quite a heavy point defense. Just in case our enemy happens to also be using fighters or making use of missiles. Might be interesting. And back here we've got the broadside stern. I'm thinking we'll go with... Oh, we could be just really heavy on the fighters. Look at that. Actually, it looks quite cool. Like this. I like this a lot, actually. Yeah, we'll go with that. As for our weapon systems, I mean, let's be honest, it probably doesn't matter, really. We'll have the mediums be missiles, but the smalls will be lasers just for the sake of it. Let's actually see the difference. Average damage 2.16. It's not particularly great. Tracking is 70%. Tracking doesn't matter here. Range is 70. Range is 40. Yeah, we just need to get better lasers, basically. But at least this will give it something that doesn't necessarily... Well... That being said, given that almost our entire army is missile-based, having only one ship in the entire fleet that can shoot something that isn't going to be hard counted probably doesn't matter, and also using a battleship for that one thing probably not that great. I'm going to have basic fighter wings at the front and bomber wings at the back. I'm still uncertain on this. Still uncertain on whether this is particularly a good idea or not. Range 15, range is 10. Evasion is 60. Lower evasion there. Yeah, I'm not really sure about that. I mean, they use the same power and they cost the same amount. I'm really not certain why one would be better than the other. I'm going to go with that. I can't see why this would be... we shouldn't use a bomber wing. Do let me know in the comments, though, if you have a theory, because I am desperately curious. There we go. Lots of point defense. We will, of course, have the crystal forged plating. There. Although, regenerative hull tissue... No, again, crystal forged plating on a ship like this is amazing. If we take that off, look at the difference it makes. Absolutely wondiferous. There we go. And for everything in here, we'll obviously get a good wallop of power. Our armor is already fairly high. That's not actually giving small amounts. It's quite reasonable, in fact. Let's get these in. There we go. We've got 66% damage mitigation and 400 shields. I'm not entirely sure. We could go up to 72. Okay, we're over 75. So 3/4 of all the incoming damage would be mitigated, assuming it can't punch through armor. Is that really where we want to go with that? Or would I rather have some extra shields? I mean, you're hedging your bets either way. Someone could have a weapon that'll go through shields or one that'll go through armor. So I guess with this, I'm actually favoring the idea of having kind of a mixture. 400 shields and 66% overall armor. No, let's take that up to 72%. There we go. So we've got a little bit of extra power as well. That should be helping us out a tiny bit. Actually, the excess power is not doing anything for us. Oh well. Now then, time for us to find a battleship. And we've actually got very few battleship names. Gunner's Side. There we go. Welcome to the Unity Gunner's Side. Let's go ahead and save that design. Now then, we are immediately going to make a different battleship design. This one is going to be pretty much entirely weapon systems. I mean, that one isn't so bad for having 4 medium weapons, but I'm going to go with the broadside core, and then we'll get the broadside stern as well. But just full on broadside, everything broadside, all of the broadside, all of the time, forever. There we are. Then we'll just have some lasers there. Well, actually, we could pop them over there as well. The medium lasers have a range of 60. That's equivalent to our smallest laser launchers. So it's 30 range less and does reasonable amount of damage less. Actually, no. We'll keep with this. We'll just keep the smalls as lasers just for the sake of having something there. But really, I don't think that's going to come into play for a while. Once again, crystal forged plating. I see no reason to have anything else. And pretty much exactly the same setup for this ship, I'm feeling. Let's get all of these in place. And there we are. That should do reasonably well. This ship shall be named the Donager. Oh, I like the reference. Well played. And auto upgrade. Save the Donager. And with that, we're actually going to jump back to the corvettes. Now, the reason why I want to go back to corvettes is because I would like to make a specific laser corvette. So let's get one of these put together. It's not going to be, super powerful, but here we are. Oh, actually, that looks really nice. That looks really nice. I like it. There we are. So 3 small... Oh, actually, we've got the energy siphon that does similar damage, but actually does amazing damage to shields. Sure. We'll pop that weapon in there. We will go ahead and give you this, sure. As for shields, how much do the smalls take? They require very little power indeed. Very little power indeed. Am I going to produce enough? Yes, I am. Quite easily, in fact. So there we go. And this tiny wee ship is going to be named the Panthera. There we are. Should we make a destroyer as well that's more energy weapons? We can have a look, certainly. I could have just one large weapon. No, I don't think that's very wise. We'll have a gunship bow and... yeah, that's actually not too bad. We can have a gunship stern as well. Now, okay, so we can only get the energy siphon on the smalls. Why couldn't I get them on the battleships then? Seems a little bit curious. I might have to revisit that design and just have a quick look at it. Either way though, let's get this all set up and then deflectors in there as well. We do not need that much power then, it seems. Instead, we will replace one. There we go. So it's 120 shields. It's not terrible. And this one shall be called Dark Moon. There we are. Fantastic. Right, let's just go have a quick look at the Galvanic Knight. Sorry, the Galvanic Knight needs to go. There we are. Gunner side. Could I have had... wow. Okay, why did I miss this? Seems like quite a reasonable weapon there. Yeah, we'll just overwrite that one since it was just me being dumb that caused me to miss that. And the Donager, likewise, we'll have the energy siphon on the Donager. There we go. Ah, a little bit shy on power. Right, that's a bit of a shame. Gunnerside could afford it because its weapons were less demanding. Okay, well we'll avoid that then. I don't want to switch this up too much. That being said, sure, okay. What we'll do is we'll replace this with extra bit of armor. There we are. So the Donager is slightly more armored, but has got an interesting shield damaging energy weapon. There we go, and save. And with that, it's going to cost us a ridiculous amount to build those things. No doubt. Absolutely no doubt. However, we can upgrade our spaceport first. Is there any reason to do so? No, there really isn't. So, given that then, I think we shall start saving up for a couple of battleships. In the very next episode, we're going to be going to war. So I hope you've enjoyed this one, and I'm looking forward to the... Let's face it, this was an inevitable conflict. I mean, obviously it was an inevitable conflict, because I intend to preserve all of the organics from their own miserable fate, where they will destroy themselves and all the information that they once represented. They shall be given solace, sanctuary within the Unity, whether they like it or not. But that is going to be it for me. So until next time, and as always, do take care, everyone.